Hello, my name is Mania and Chaos, and this game sucks. For beginners. I recently decided to play Outcome Memories with one of my friends. Them and I had been watching a lot of videos hyping up the gameplay, but they don't prepare you for the beginner curve. If you are bad at the game, EXE will insta-kill you, giving you no time to finish the game. And you all might be saying that EXE is the easiest executioner not to die to. I say, did you ever notice that button people can click to turn off EXE mode? For people who don't like EXE or aren't good at playing him, to turn off the ability to be picked as him? Now what kind of person would that leave to play EXE? I'll give you a second to think. That's right! That would leave the people who like EXE and play as him often left, so there are absolutely no easy EXE players to play against as a beginner. Y'all might be saying, just join a private server, but I don't have any friends that want to play Outcome Memories with me. When I was playing the game, I had only played as 2 characters. Here was my mindset. I can't aim for the life of me, and I don't want to be relied on too much, because I don't want to be targeted. So I chose Amy Rose and Cream the Rabbit. For Amy, I would roll cards a bunch and try to hit EXE, but it didn't work. Every time I tried to hit EXE, I'd get grabbed and get killed. When I was Cream, well, you all know how it goes. I heal someone, they wait in my sparkles till EXE comes, and they get me killed. On some other occasions, my partner would revive me while EXE was still chasing them, so I could get attacked, cause I was playing the characters EXE usually prefers to target. Then why'd you pick Cream and Amy? There are a bunch of other characters. This is your fault. Some of you must be saying, but I'll explain. When I played Tails, my fly wouldn't work, so I couldn't get high enough to use my laser gun. And also earlier I said I can't aim. I played Metal Sonic. EXE cornered me, I used my charge, he dodged and killed me. Sonic isn't beginner friendly at all. I didn't want to be Eggman because I don't want to be the jerk who sat around, did nothing, and got my other teammates killed. You can tell I have had bad experiences with Eggmans as Amy and Cream. I never tried Knuckles, but if I can't hit as Amy, Sonic, Metal, or Tails, how the heck do I play Knuckles? Also, don't think I forgot about EXE, and if you even thought of suggesting this, you must be joking. He is literally the worst one. I couldn't find my attack buttons, and when I asked the people on the server for help, they all started stunning me, so I gave up. Now to explain my experience with players, by now you must be wondering if I told my teams I was a beginner. I did actually. The first times I did it, my team was very helpful and understanding. We survived a lot of rounds. Then, the next day, when I said that EXE said he was going to target me. The game after, my teammates led EXE to me to get me killed first multiple times almost instantly. So I stopped saying it until my very last game where everyone was understanding, but this time it didn't change anything. For my other experiences, Sonic players and Eggman players are my least favorites. Eggman, when he's getting chased, always leads the EXE to me, and Sonic's like staying across the stage and avoid everyone until last man standing with the epic music calling him a hero. Last thing I'll complain about is players insulting other players who don't play well. My friend had gotten so many insults, calling them useless and saying they ruined that person's chance at winning because they were so useless. Outcome Memories, unless you are in a private server and have friends, is horrible to try and get into, and I don't think I'll play it ever again. Maybe during the next big update, but if that turns out bad, I'm dropping it. Whew. Okay, so originally that's where the video was gonna end, and as you can tell, I must have not been in the best situation or mood when writing this original script. You see, the script was originally written right after a failed round of Outcome Memories where I fiercely typed it, and then I had like a whole other half of the script talking about my experiences after writing that part of the script. I did eventually end up playing every character, and as I expected, it didn't go out well. I got bullied a couple more times as Cream the Rabbit by my own teammates, not even EXE. Most of the EXEs were understanding past that point. My own team would be the people sacrificing me, or not helping, or yelling at me for no reason, even though I most of the time told them I was a beginner. But yeah, that was my experience in Outcome Memories. I did end up finding a liking for the role of Killer, which says a lot, because a lot of people said, oh, Killer's so hard, it's so difficult to play Killer, because all they do is stun you, right? But it wasn't. I had like a lot of fun playing EXE when I was able to, and when my team wasn't just fighting themselves and getting themselves killed by arguing with each other so much. I generally think if you're trying to get into this game and you're going to play it consistently, to just find a group of friends to play it with. Public lobbies aren't worth it, and a lot of people don't know how to work together nowadays. Since then, I picked up Dandy's World, and now I know how to work together as a teammate. I picked up the healer of that game too, actually. I gotta say, a lot of my behavior as a teammate in Outcome Memories wasn't the best. As you can see right now, I'm hiding during Rage Mode as Cream, just because that's the only thing you really can do as Cream during Rage Mode, unless you're really, really good at the game. It's just not worth it to take that risk. Especially if you're new. Like, you don't know how to play, you can't avoid EXE, and you can't really practice with people of your same level because there's no level scaling. But yeah, I did eventually learn how to work together, and even then, when I tried to pick up this game, like a while after, I just realized this game is just too stressful for someone like me. It's too much. The video was originally like 30 minutes long, and I just wanted to cut it all down. It just seemed like an edgy rant that I didn't want to keep. So you're just getting this. And then, I did want to go on a short tangent about teamwork. Since I recently picked up Dandy's World, and I know all of you guys are saying, Outcome Memories isn't equivalent to Dandy's World at all. Dandy's World's way easier and for baby children. But, like, I'm not really comparing them and saying Dandy's World better. I'm just saying I'm a baby child who can only play Dandy's World. But basically, well, I learned that people nowadays have a big problem with working together with other people. Like, people are very selfish in these kinds of games, and that's why a lot of these online games don't work, you know? A lot of these online games, we're in this big era of people just doing it themselves. Like, as Sprout, while playing Dandy's World, people will take my items that I need to use to heal, right? And just, like, beat me up, like, over asking for them to save items so I could heal them. And then, when I can't heal them, they're just like, what? You should be able to heal, you're the healer. My god, I'm getting my ass kicked. So glad I stopped playing Outcome Memories, that was just a drag. But, yeah. And then, like, while you're trying to learn in these games, people don't really help you. If you're not up to everybody else's level, you get disrespected heavily. And it's not like most of these games are made for you to start as a beginner. There's, like, usually no attempts to put beginners with beginners. There's usually no attempts to explain new things to beginners in-game itself. Like, Outcome Memories, I couldn't use half of my moves. I didn't know how to use half of my moves at all, because, well, it doesn't tell you. And then all the buttons are, like, broken depending on which mode of the game you're playing. Like, if you're playing, like, on tablet, some controls just wouldn't work. If you're playing with a controller, some controls just wouldn't work. It was just broken. And I chalked that up to the game not being quite finished yet, obviously. But it was just, that also contributed to my problem with Outcome Memories. It was just, so glad I'm a happier person now. I just don't think Outcome Memories was for me, to be honest. Like, I'm a lightweight with video games. I can't do much difficulty, and I think Outcome Memories really just needs to be picked up if you're already into this game genre and you're already playing it. Or if you're doing it in, like, a private server with friends, which I do not have a bunch of friends in real life who want to play Roblox with me, and I refuse to make online friends. Because it's just so dangerous online, you know? But like I said earlier, a lot of games aren't friendly towards beginners. Outcome Memories, I couldn't use any of my attacks or anything, so it ended up with me being Cream, the only one that has easy controls, right? People say do Amy, but I can't aim, so it was really difficult. And then, like, Sonic and Metal aren't really easy to use as, like, a beginner, you know? So, like, it's just, I could only do Cream, right? And so that led to me getting targeted, and then when I would get targeted, none of my teammates would help me. And it was just a big thing where I just had to hide instead of helping out my teammates and finding them, because I knew they wouldn't save my butt if I went out to go get them, you know? But yeah. And then also, nobody really protected you once you got grabbed by EXC. It's just a whole thing. Just a whole thing. One time, this is a story that I will add in there, I got bullied by an Amy for not healing as Cream during Rage Mode, but literally, what was I gonna do? Was I gonna go punch EXC in the face for Amy? Because she would have to leave EXC and get far enough away from him so I can go walk up to her and, you know, get her. But I wouldn't be able to walk up to her and go get her because she couldn't escape EXC, which would land on the other teammate's shoulders to go save her. But no one could. Like, just a big thing. And then she bullied me after the round, and when I tried to pick Cream again to prove myself, because we were already on a map I couldn't play well on, she picked Cream before I could, then got off, and someone else took Cream. So I had to be Tails, which is also not advised for beginners. I don't know what updates happened within the last time I played the game, but Tails, at the time when the original Not Perfect was available, if you can see in the background, Tails wasn't beginner friendly at all. And then there was that big update, right? The big update for version 2 of the game, and it got even worse. At that point, you couldn't play as a beginner at all because all the EXCs were so difficult for beginners. And people say the EXCs are supposed to be hard. You're supposed to learn off of the EXCs and stuff. I think there should have been a balance. I think everyone wasn't balanced, and when people would suggest balancing changes, they wouldn't suggest the right thing. And I'm not saying I know the right thing they could have done in that situation. I just think they needed good play testers, good gameplay developers, and all that stuff. But you know, there's a whole big drama, and that's actually why this video was so delayed and it never came out, and why it got scrapped. Because when I was done making the video around December, I'm pretty sure, it got like into this big controversy when I was getting ready to edit through the last parts of the video and post it. So I didn't get to post it at all. And that's fine. If I posted it in that state, I feel like I would have just gotten bullied online, because it was really edgy and annoying, because I wasn't doing good at the time. But, like, yeah. I'm not editing through this portion, so sorry if I stuttered, but that's just it. Outcome Memories probably wasn't for me, but it also wasn't really good about being beginner friendly in the first place. You'd have to already had played these games for a while to be really good at it, so I guess it was for those people who played the Disaster. I just, you know, at the time, a YouTuber that I really liked recommended the game, and I wanted to play it, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. I play Dandy's World now, which, I bet I'm a baby. I bet y'all think I'm a baby because I can't play Outcome Memories, but, I'm probably gonna drop that game too. I just don't think group games are for me anyway. You play games, you win games, blah blah. You learn, you develop, you change. And just, you learn what you like and don't like. And Outcome Memories wasn't for me. And, yeah. Okay, I know I said that was the end of the video, but if you're still here, thank you for watching. And also, I'm selling 4 adoptable Magical Girl characters for $32 each. They come with their base Magical Girl design, as well as their human design, and a reference sheet full of 4 expressions that they can make, including sad/nervous, scared, angry, and happy. So, if you're interested, check out my Tumblr's pinned message for more on the subject. Thank you again for watching.